On my PSN account, I have 121 games played and 17 completed games, which leaves me with a 36.18 completion percentage, which is really bad. So I decided to do what everybody else is doing and clean up my trophy list. I have 3,444 unearned trophies, and some trophies are unobtainable. Some trophies I just refuse to get because they're cheap, like My Name is Mayo Platinums. I think that overall there's still like 3,400 trophies that I need to earn. So taking this one game at a time might not be the smartest approach, but there are still some games that I could loop together because their completion percentage is at like 50. Alright, anyways, that's enough talk. Let's get into the first game of this cleanup, Horizon Zero Dawn. In this game, there are 56 base game trophies, 7 of which I already have, and 23 DLC trophies, making a total of 76 trophies. Again, I already had 7 trophies for this game, which I earned in between January and April of 2024. I then put the game down and never touched it again. Until the 18th of November this year, which is when I started this cleanup. So the trophies I already had include Followed Rost's Teachings, First Modification, Defeated the Sawtooth, Triumphed at the Proving, First Corrupted Zone Cleared, Reached Level 10, and Fought Back the Corruption. Step 1 of this platinum is to beat the story. I won't spoil any of the story for you at all, because I hate when Platinum's videos do that, but if you do want me to tell the story in future videos, just let me know.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, it's for advice.
Alright, so for my thoughts on the story, I thought it was really interesting. I really like the world that this game takes place in, and the way the game told 2 stories with the old world stuff and the new world stuff, I thought was pretty cool. That's all I'm gonna say for the story. Again, I don't really want to spoil anything because I think you should just experience these games for yourself, but yeah, I give the story around an 8 out of 10. During the story, I popped a lot of different trophies that I really wasn't expecting, so I didn't really record at all. So it's kind of just going to be like the short 30-second clip, so I'm sorry about that. Most of these came natural and don't need much explaining anyway. This one came from clearing my first bandit camp. These are pretty simple. All you have to do is take out all the enemies in this camp, and then you get a trophy. First bandit camp cleared. Then came some collectible trophies for first metal flower found and first ancient vessel found. I have to find all of these for another trophy. First metal flower found. First ancient vessel found. And during this stage we got a lot of miscellaneous combat trophies. 3 strikes from above. Killed 3 enemies using strike from above skill. Stealth killed 10 machines. Perform the stealth kill on 10 machines. Tore off 10 components. Detach 10 components from machines during combat.
This is ridiculous. Like, these chickens need freedom. That being said,
Shot 30 human enemies. Saw 5 heavy weapons.
Yes.
All combat machines killed. Killed at least one of every type of combat machine. I meant to record myself getting at least one of the tall necks, but I sort of got all of them without realizing it. First tall neck overwritten. Scaled a tall neck and assessed its information. All tall necks overridden. Scaled all of the tall necks and assessed their information. Cool! While getting all the tall necks, I got this trophy for getting a collectible. First vantage found. Found and access advantage data points. And last trophy for this stage, I promise. It's for reaching level 25. Alright. Alright, that was it. That was stage 1. That was all the trophies I got during the story. I am sorry I didn't record all of the miscellaneous trophies. It's mostly because I didn't want to record the story. And all those trophies popped in the story. I wasn't expecting them. And now for stage 2. Now the trophy guide here is weird and it scared me a little bit. The way it worded it, it made me think I had to complete all of the side quests, but really I didn't. I just had to complete all of the bandit camps, all of the corrupted zones, and all of the hunting grounds, as well as a few other things. Okay, so here we are. We just beat the game. Now it is time to do our next trophy. The trophy we're going for is First Core Overridden. So there was like a side quest thing that I forgot to mention, and it was the Cauldron Cores. These are like little dungeons, and at the end you fight a boss, and in this case you get a trophy. First Core Overridden.
This will help me override them.
And while I was killing the boss, I got the trophy for killing all transport machines. All transport machines killed. Killed at least one of every type of transport machine. And while going through another cauldron, I got the trophy for killing all types of recon machines. All recon machines killed. Cool. And naturally, the next trophy was for overriding all cores. All cores overridden. Let's go. We did it. Okay, here we are at the last bandit camp. If we take this out, then we get a trophy. Alright, cleared all the bandit camps, let's go. After completing the final bandit camp, we got a bunch of XP, which got us to level 40.
Or a crop. I can. Time to move.
A brief.
Oh, reached level 40, let's go. Reach player level 40. Nice! And sorry I didn't record these. These are corrupted zones, and all you have to do is just defeat a bunch of machines, and then once you finish the final one, you get a trophy. There we go, all corrupted zones cleared. And here are the final few combat-related trophies of this stage. I thought I'd lump them together because they're pretty insignificant. There we go, 7 types of machines overridden. Let's go. Yeah. All acquisition machines killed. All machines cataloged. Up next was what I thought would be the worst trophy in the game, which was completing all of the hunting grounds and getting the best score in all of them. But turns out they were actually pretty easy. I usually don't like the short challenges, especially coming from Batman Arkham Asylum, which was the last game I platinumed. That one had the worst challenges in the world. But they're actually not that bad in this game. Though some of them are pretty difficult, like this first one here. These all have time limits and you have to do a certain amount of things in a certain amount of time. In this one you had to stealth kill 4 watchers, which on paper doesn't sound very hard, but sometimes like all the watchers in the game will notice you. Eventually though, I would get through the trials and move on. If you get all Blazing Suns in one hunting ground, which is like the highest rank that you can get, you get 2 trophies. One for collecting all suns in a hunting ground, and one for collecting all Blazing Suns in a hunting ground. This here is the last triangle, in which we had to shock enemies and then shoot canisters off of them. There we go. Boom. And that's all for stage 2. I'm sort of surprised that there weren't that many like side activities to do in this game. The base game platinum is surprisingly short, it feels like, because all I have left in terms of base game trophies are the collectibles. But we are putting the base game trophies on hold for a second so I can do the DLC packs. Now, I'll be honest, I usually don't 100% my games. I usually just go for the platinum and then put the game down, but I'm trying to change that with this game. I've just never been much of a DLC guy. Usually once I finish the game, I just want to be done with it and move on. But from here on out, I've decided I will 100% the games as well as platinum them. Horizon has 3 separate extended trophy packs. One for completing the game on New Game Plus. The others are both for the Frozen Wilds DLC. The first list is for all of the quests in the Frozen Wilds DLC. This is the main story of the DLC and all of the side quests in the DLC. The second is just for miscellaneous trophies and other things like that. So just like the main story, the first thing I'm going to do is beat the story of the DLC, and then I will come back for all the other stuff. The main story of the Frozen Wilds DLC is completed and took like 3 hours. Is pretty short, but now I realize, unlike the main story, the Frozen Wilds DLC requires you to complete every side quest in the Frozen Wilds, which will take a long time. So yeah. And I'll be honest, this was way easier than I thought it would be. There were only like 11 side quests that I had to do. This is about the same that you had to do in the story. So, yeah, it wasn't that hard at all.
There, that should do it.
There were more Hunting Grounds challenges in this DLC, and there were 2 trophies tied to it.
You made that look easy. Who taught you?
One Ariki's challenge. All activities completed. There were 3 new weapons in this DLC, and there was one side quest relating to upgrading all of them. You upgrade them by talking to this NPC, and then she directs you to an enemy that you have to kill and loot to get the required resources to upgrade. Usually you would just go to a random location and then meet Varga there, then kill the enemy to get the resource to upgrade.
Varga said she could improve the storm slinger with this.
After that, you would go to her and
Got that
upgrade
part
your
perfect.
weapon.
Here it is.
Watch him.
After doing this 3 times, you get your trophy.
More.
Thanks. I'm the one.
Fully improvised improved weapons.
And after all the quests are done, you get the final trophy.
Quest completed.
The fire.
Skip
I've
all
already-
this dialogue.
I'm.
Boom, all quests completed. Let's go.
While going for the completion of all of the quests in the Frozen Wilds DLC, I did get some miscellaneous trophies.
Oh, reach level 50! Ten vulnerable machine kills. All skills learned. Learned all available skills.
Now that those are out of the way, we can finally get into the Frozen Wilds feats, which is just the miscellaneous trophy pack for the Frozen Wilds DLC. I unlocked these next few trophies while going through the quests in the Frozen Wilds DLC. This one is for buying an outfit with this currency that is used in the DLC. First Blue Gleam trade. There were new machines in the DLC, and you had to defeat 10 of these ones in order to get a trophy.
Kill 10 frostborns.
The DLC also added the ability to upgrade your sphere, and once I did that, I got a trophy.
First spear modification.
There was also a quest for killing 6 Fireclaws, and once I did that, I also got a trophy.
Killed 6 Fireclaws.
Okay, so we just finished the Frozen Wilds Quests DLC pack. Now is for the Frozen Wilds Feats DLC pack, which requires us to do a whole bunch of stuff. So the trophy I'm going to go for first is kill 15 Scorcher machines. There it is, killed 15 Scorchers. We're gonna go for a different trophy, which is to disable all the control towers. So the control towers are marked here. There's only one left. Oh, 2 left. I never explained it in the video, but control towers are just this little like area where enemy spawns and a tower is there healing them. Oh my goodness, all control towers disabled. This DLC also had 4 sets of collectibles that you had to complete, and doing them all would each get rewarded a trophy. And trophy. All pigments found. Let's go. Here is the last animal figurine. All animal figurines found. Boom. I actually had to grind out these next few trophies, like reaching level 60. This was my last machine that I needed to do so. There we go, reached level 60. Boom. There was a new ability that you got in the DLC called the Discount Strike ability. Basically what you had to do was mount on your machine and then jump off and attack an enemy. And you had to get 5 of these to get a trophy. 3. There we go, 5 dismount strikes. I was struggling to get this one for a while, but eventually got it. Thank you. Just wanted to be heard. Okay. Yes, 5 machine types repaired. The last trophy of the DLC that I obtained was for getting all skills in the DLC.
Oh, final skill. Let's go. All Frozen Wild skills. Boom.
So that was the Frozen Wilds DLC complete. For my overall thoughts, I think it was a fine enough DLC. I skipped the entire story. I'm just going to be completely honest there. I was not feeling the story for like the first 25% of it, so I just started skipping every cutscene, which I kind of regret, but you know, I got through it quicker, so I don't really care that much. I did have a good time collecting all the trophies though. I didn't think it was like a bad experience. I actually quite enjoyed it. But with that, we have 2 stages left until we get the platinum. Before I hopped into New Game Plus, I decided to go for the collectibles. There are 4 types of collectibles in this game: ancient vessels, metal flowers, vantages, and Banuk figures. These are really simple because you can get an item that reveals all of them on the map, and you can knock these out in like an hour.
Here. First Banuk figure found. Boom, all ancient vessels found. For a flower, here's a trophy. All metal flowers found. Second collectible done. Point. Boom, third collectible done. Alright, last collectible of the game. All Banuk figures found. Let's go.
And now that that was finished, I had one thing left to do before I started New Game Plus. This right here is the best armor in the game, and once I unlock it, I get a trophy. Also, this would help a lot for New Game Plus.
Here it is. Got the Shield Weaver outfit. Recovered an ancient technology and put it to use. Boom!
And with all the collectibles out of the way, there is one base game trophy to go, but I'm going to save that for after my New Game Plus playthrough. In the New Game Plus tab of the extended trophy list, there are only 2 trophies. One is for beating the game on New Game Plus, and the other is for beating the game on Ultra Hard. I thought beating the game on Ultra Hard would be the most annoying part of this platinum, and to be honest, it wasn't really that bad. I probably died less times than on my normal mode playthrough, which is kind of weird. One part that I did actually struggle on was the final boss. I think I did get it done in one attempt, but I was really worried that I would die. There are like 3 main issues with the Ultra Hard difficulty. The biggest issue is that you can't see any enemy's health bar. So the enemies have more health and you can't see like how much health they have, which really sucks. The second is a lot of times you are looking for resources. You don't have enough resources to like make arrows or bombs or anything, any ammunition, so it's kind of hard to fight enemies. And you get the same amount of like health upgrades as the regular mode, but you're scrounging around for like more heals and everything as you're playing the game because you run out so much easier because the enemies do a lot more damage. The Shield Weaver armor really helped me a lot with this because as you see in the top left corner, when you get hit by enemies, it just takes away your shield, it doesn't take away your health. So I don't think I would have been able to do this without the Shield Weaver armor. But with the Shield Weaver armor, it makes this like a pretty easy experience, like a 3 out of 10. It's not that hard at all. But anyways, after this, I got my 2 trophies.
Ultra Hard completed.
And after this, we had one more trophy left for the platinum.
Okay, here we are. About to get the platinum. We have one more of these Grazer statues to destroy. He's in this bandit camp. He's gotta run past all the enemies. He's gonna die. So, here it is. Down 23 Grazer dummies.
So that is platinum number 31 complete. Now to give my thoughts on the game. This is one of the rare experiences where I think the platinum is better than the game, if that makes sense. I thought the game was an 8 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. But I really thought the platinum was so like straightforward and like, you know, simple and fun that I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. In the end, I spent 57 hours on this game, which is not a small amount of time, but you have to put in the account the time that I put in last year, last January through April. But overall, I'd recommend the platinum to anybody. If not go for the 100%, at least go for the platinum. It's really simple, really easy, really quick, and it's fun. But this platinum brought my trophy percentage up to a 36.85, which is less than 1% of what it was at before, but it is progress, and I will accept that. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is my first video, and I really hope you enjoyed. Anyway, goodbye.